Hey, this is Lynn. Today is Weigh-In Monday, and I'm here to report my results. I have finished 47 weeks on the carnivore diet, and it has been absolutely life-changing. And so, every week I come in here on Mondays and I report how I'm doing. This past month has been just kind of like a flat line. I had lost a bunch of weight and then it'd been it's going on 11 months. So I'd say maybe like next week the 29th? I'm so not even in the loop when it comes to the date because my daughter's wedding is in less than 2 weeks. My brain is a scramble. But the 29th will be 11 months that I've been on the carnivore diet. And my weight loss has been incredible. So I'm not surprised that I had a stall. So it was, it's hard not to kind of panic a little bit when you're like, okay, wait a minute, this has been working. I've had this steady weight loss, and all of a sudden you kind of flatline. I mean, I expect it like from a logical standpoint, but from a heart emotion standpoint, you still kind of panic a little bit like, oh my gosh, is it going to stop working for me? So I've just kind of stayed the course and, didn't really change a whole lot. But I know I had been eating more because I've been trying to combat my hair loss. I had suddenly, after having a big drop really quick in February, I had really been losing a ton of hair. And so I spent maybe a week or so where I was just eating a lot. And that might have contributed to the stall as well. But anyways, I'm here to report on how things have been going and my weigh-in results for today. But yeah, wedding planning we're coming down to the wire. And of course, I've been dealing with, I had like a week where I was kind of depressed because like we're looking at empty nester syndrome going on. My daughter, this Thursday is her 28th birthday. She had moved out in the past, but she moved back. This time she's moving out and she's not moving back. So I've been struggling a little bit with the emotions of it, but I know I'll get through it. Dave and I are just looking at, okay, now we're going to really be focusing on the two of us. And, it's going to be back to the way it was at the beginning, which was okay. Except now we've got family and hopefully we'll have, some local grandkids coming up soon. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm really looking forward to the wedding. We got family coming in from out of town. And so it's been a little bit of a busier time. I know I haven't been posting as many videos and I know that that's because of this wedding that's coming up. So I appreciate those of you who are still here hanging in with me and, showing up for my weekly check-ins. And yeah, so my hair, the hair, I am assuming my hair is going to grow back. I had just gotten so much. I've noticed that I think the loss has really slowed down and it's kind of more normal. So it's just going to take time for the hair to grow back in. Obviously, it's not going to happen before the wedding. So I'm still not 100% sure what I'm going to do with my hair for the wedding, but we'll see. It's been now going on, well, it's been at least 2.5 months where I haven't had my CPAP machine. So that's one great thing. I'm doing great. Energy-wise, I'm doing fine. My sleep I'm still getting to bed too late, but I think that's also, an emotional thing. Once my daughter's married out of the house, I'll probably be getting to bed a little bit earlier. But, whenever I'm dealing with something emotional, I tend to stay up really late. And that's my alone time where I'm just kind of working through my emotions. So hopefully I'm going to be getting to bed earlier after the wedding. But I am sleeping enough. My husband gets up super early for work, doesn't wake me up, and I can sleep in. So I am sleeping enough. And I'm just learning to really trust this way of eating. And like I said last week, it is a marathon. It's not a sprint. I've made a life decision to do this. And I cannot go back to where I was before. I mean, my highest weigh-in weight was almost 340 pounds, but I have been about 350 pounds. It's probably about my max. It's hard to say because, when you're that big, you don't necessarily weigh yourself very much. And so I may have been over 350 at some point, but my highest that I weighed in at was about 350. And by the time I started the carnivore diet, I was, probably probably about 340-ish when I started, because I weighed in like a couple days after I started the diet. So I probably lost a little bit of weight at that point. But it's something, when it comes to healing your body, you just have to trust that it's working. And of course, any weight stall, so you guys have been so great with giving me encouragement. It's like, yes, the body needs to just kind of settle in after a lot of weight loss. And I've decided to trust that. And gosh darn, my screen's freezing again. I don't know if you guys are noticing it. This happened last week, and I then played it back and I didn't see the freezing, but I stopped and started it. So hopefully we don't have a screen freezing. It's glitching on me from my end, but hopefully not on yours. Anyway, so as families coming in, it's going to be really interesting because as I've mentioned before, I have not told my brother and sister-in-law that I've been losing weight. And one of the last times I saw them, they were so worried about my weight and my health. And they sat me down and they just told me that they're super concerned. And so they have no idea, and I don't think there's any way that they're going to stumble upon my channel because it's not even under my name. It's Midlife Carnivore. So I have purposely kind of blocked them from seeing anything on Facebook of me. Hopefully that's worked, because I haven't noticed any comments from them at all. And I don't post a lot on Facebook, but I get tagged on things in Facebook. So anyways, it'll be fun. I'm going to film their reaction, but then I'm going to have to ask their permission to actually put it on my channel. So I don't know how comfortable they'll be with that. They're pretty private people, and maybe they'll be okay with me, like if they don't want to be on the channel, maybe they'll be okay with me showing the video with like something over their faces. I don't know. We'll see. But either way, I'm looking forward to seeing what their reaction is going to be, and because they're going to be shocked, because they don't get any of this intermediate. It's just like before and after, nothing in between. And I kind of don't look very much like the same person. You can tell I'm the same person, but I'm very different as far as my looks. So, as far as, things that I've been doing, again, it's been just so emotional, and I crochet. So I tend to relax when by crocheting. I've been working on a couple things. So I've got this tote that I'm working on. I've got it almost done, and I just have to do the handles. And this is going to be to keep all my yarn and stuff in. And I'm part of a crochet group. And so we do every month we do a project, and this, one of our projects was to do like a tote or a basket or something. So anyways, this is my tote. And then also last month for our thing, we decided to do a fun little project. And so I just finished this. This is actually a bag saver. See, it has a little thing at the bottom here where you can put your like bags in, and you can just pull them out the bottom. And it has a little thing to hang it up with. So anyways, I made this. I'm probably going to make another one for my daughter. And this is going to get hung up just in our pantry. So that's the type of thing I work on, and it does relax me. Another thing, on Sundays, I don't know if you've been involved with our the book club. I'm involved with an online book club with Nurse Kim, Carnivore Nurse Kim, and Carrie from My Metamorphosis. We're going through The Big Fat Surprise by Nina Teicholz, and it's a really fascinating, very interesting book. So join us on Sundays. We're also talking about starting more of an educational weekly session with us, and where it's not gonna be like us educating you guys. It's gonna be like us educating ourselves, and you can join us. There's actually a textbook, a ketogenic textbook, that we're actually wanting to go through, and it's not gonna be a situation where we're gonna like prepare ahead. It's like we're gonna get together and we're going to read through it in our chat, and as on our live stream, we're gonna read through it and discuss it, and basically like a study group, except we're going to go through it together. So we want to learn. I mean, this is the thing. When we're all in this journey together, there's so much to learn. And I know we've got so many doctors out there to listen to. But I think we should all be educating ourselves at the same time and making sure that we're learning. So, and we're, between, Kim, the nurse, I'm a retired nurse, Carrie's a data analyst. We're all these left brain carnivores. And so this is just right up our alley. So if you want to join us, you can join us, but it's going to be something we're just going to do for ourselves. And hopefully it's going to be a lot of fun and we're going to learn a lot. So that's going to happen. Then I wanted to let you guys know too, and I did post this on my community tab. For any of you who are in the Pacific Northwest area and you want to join us for a meetup, Coach Rose AJ, Carnivore Girl for Life, who I interviewed on my channel. She's checked my live tab. She's on we did a live stream together. Her and I have a meetup planned. And my community tab, I have the link to Eventbrite. It's going to be on May 11th at 11 a.m. And we're going to do a walk around Green Lake, which is really cool. It's really nice. And hopefully it's a beautiful day. It's a 5K walk and no pressure to walk fast. And then we're just going to go like right across the street from Green Lake is a Starbucks. And so we're not going to do a meal. We're just going to, so bring your beef sticks, bring whatever, but we're just going to do coffee and have a social time together and just to kind of continue on and get to know each other. And so hopefully you guys who are in the area can join us. And this is the first time I've done a meetup. I've attended a meetup in the Pacific Northwest before, but this is the first time I've actually hosted a meetup. And so I'm really grateful for Rose. She's awesome. If you don't know her, check out her channel. She's so encouraging. And she needs to grow her channel because she has a lot to contribute to the carnivore community. And she is definitely like, if you need a pick me up and a pep talk, go check her out. She is just a very positive, bright light in the carnivore community. So anyways, and then also for those of you out here who are women, if you have not already joined the Facebook group, if you're on Facebook, haven't already joined Meat Sisters, join that group. It's growing like crazy. It was started by Lindy from Limitless Lindy and Emily Harvo she's one of the coaches from Steak and Butter Gal. Both of them are also with me on the Healing Humanity crew. And they started this Facebook group and it's really great. It's supportive, wonderful women out there from all over the world. It's international. We have people from all over the place that are joining this group and it's growing like crazy. But join that group, especially if you want to at any time be able to post something, a question, get feedback from other carnivores. And it's not just carnivore, it's keto, people who are on ketogenic diet as well, but meat-based diets for women. So it's so very often you see a lot from men in the carnivore community. And so it's really great to have something specifically for women. So Meat Sisters, MEAT Sisters. And then I'm also really looking forward to the Hack Your Health conference, which is coming up end of May, early June, Austin, Texas. If you're going to be there, let me know. I'm super excited about it. I'll be there with the Healing Humanity crew and it's going to be hopefully a lot of fun and we're going to be doing filming and all that there while we're there and it's going to be a great time. So, all right. So let's take a look at my results for this week. I was so curious to see, is this stall going to continue? But again, just trust the diet. Trust that your body's doing what it needs to do. If it needs to stall, fine. It's going to do what it's going to do. Again, this is a marathon, not a sprint. So I weighed in this morning at 252.4. Okay, so it looks like the stall has ended, at least for 1 week. So that has me down 4 pounds on the scale. And my fat-free body weight actually went up by 0.8. So that whole last week where my fat-free body weight dropped and I lost a little bit of muscle, that's no longer the case. So that's good. So my total fat loss for the week, 4.8 pounds. All right, I think I'm catching up. Yay. That's the kind of drop I'd have in 1 week back in February when I had that crazy weight drop. So hopefully I don't have more hair falling out. But all right. So I am now in the low 250s. The last time I was 250 pounds, I was in my late 20s. So super excited. Maybe I'll potentially be in the upper 240s by the time the wedding comes. That'd be awesome. Yay. Okay, so my muscle is back up by zero point 0.2. Not a big gain, but I was down by zero point 0.2 last week. So it's up by 0.2. So that's good. I didn't gain any more bone. Fluid went up by 0.6. So that makes up the 0.8 of the fat-free body weight gain. So total since the beginning, March 31st of 23, the scale has me down 87.2 pounds. Yay. Fat-free body weight. I have gained an even 26 pounds of good tissue, muscle and bone for the most part. Of that 26 pounds, 24.2 pounds is muscle, 1.6 pounds is bone, and then there's a 0.2 fluid gain. And again, that goes up and down every week. So my total fat loss since the beginning, because of that good tissue gain, I have a different fat loss versus my scale loss. So my actual fat loss since the beginning is 113.2 pounds. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So it's like no wonder my clothes are fitting really well. Like I bought new clothes and there's at least one of the jeans I bought is starting to actually get a little baggy, a little. I'm like, this is awesome. I don't mind buying new jeans. That's awesome. I will buy new jeans. So it's like, I'm just so happy. Like 113 pounds of fat loss, that's a lot. Like that's a small person. That's a small woman that I was carrying around with me. And that's gone now. A lot of my high school friends weighed that or less when we were in high school. It's like, that's a lot of extra weight to carry around. No wonder I'm feeling better. No wonder I'm feeling lighter. You know, I still look at pictures of myself and I go, okay, I have a lot of weight to lose. And I do. I mean, when I got married, I was 22 when I got married, so I was really young, but I weighed 190 pounds and I had already gained 40 pounds from having polycystic ovarian syndrome. So I was like 150 pounds before. I don't anticipate that I'm going to get back to 150 pounds, but if I do, if that's where my body wants to settle, that's another 100 pounds to lose. I just don't see that happening. I'm 56 now. I'm like, I cannot see after all of these decades of carrying around all this extra weight that I'm going to end up 150 pounds. To me, that would be, even just the extra skin is going to bring out extra weight. I guarantee you that I've gotten more muscle because of having to carry all that extra weight than I had back then. So I don't think it's realistic. So I'm just going to let my body settle where it wants to settle. And I think that's the healthy approach, is just let your body decide where it's going to settle. And I'm not going to be stuck on a scale number. It's like, how do I feel? How do I look? How are my symptoms? My MCAS symptoms are doing really well. It's spring. There's flowers everywhere. I have to admit, I've had burning, watering eyes. My sinuses aren't the greatest because of the fact that it's spring. Stuff floating all over the place. But aside from that, MCAS wise, I'm doing well. I've even been able to have some eggs every once in a while, even with the egg whites and without having any sort of histamine responses. So I'm really excited about that because I love eggs and it's been really hard not being able to have eggs. So I think that's it. Anyways, it's been a great week. I'm still kind of struggling emotionally with the weight, with my daughter moving out. I will get through that. And I know so many of you have encouraged me that, it's a normal part of life. So anyways, I hope everyone's having a wonderful time. Oh, my rebounding. I am rebounding. I know I'm not really posting much, but I am rebounding. And I'm up to like 60 some airborne jumps. And I'm hoping by the end of the month to get to 100. So I'm going to have to post something else because I know that a lot of you are following me and doing the rebounding too. And I've been pretty negligent when it comes to posting the videos and taking videos, but I am rebounding and I am making progress. So let me know how you're doing with the rebounding, and we'll see. Hopefully I'm going to get 100 jumps in by the end of the month. That'd be awesome. So anyways, I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.